Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, good day. I had to make the thumbnail like this because there's a lot going on. We're going to cover a lot of things today. A lot of things today. And the first thing I want to cover is this video right here. Alright, let's get into it. Lord have mercy, man. I'm trying to tell you. Boy, these people are going crazy. The Integrity Commission really did them. Boy, they feeling it, boy. Excuse me, they are feeling it. They are feeling it. Shout out to Hot Off the Press, by the way. I'm trying to tell her she keeping me abreast with what's going on.
It's corrupt. The entire river will be also.
A blessed good day to you, my wisdom
Good day
warriors.
to you
Wagwan. From on your device, on no see a one and only at half of the press.
Well,
Well, my wisdom warriors, me just say Nationwide News put out something.
What they
And
do?
when Nationwide News put out, it is fake news. Yes,
And what that
Nationwide
now?
what just put out is fake news because
Come
me
on.
have proof
Ain't no
right
way.
here. My
Ain't no
wisdom
way.
warriors. On sister Nationwide favorite Andrew Wallace administration. On see that door.
Share the live, guys. Share
Wanna
the
see
live.
that though? Me I gonna show you, come have the proof. Can you believe that Nationwide just put out and say IC director says declaration aren't initially informed of illicit enrichment probe? How can you write your heading like that? That is a lie. He didn't say that.
Wow.
My
First of all, he says the declarants aren't initially informed of illicit enrichment probe. I can't believe they actually did that, but wow, they really going out blazing. They are really is this the season of where people and entities and groups and media houses just crash out? What is really going on, man? Is this crash out season or something? Because I don't get it. I really don't get it. How could he say this? How could they put this out? And you're going to see, it's weird. It's really weird.
wisdom warriors, he didn't say that. Kevin Stevenson did not say
really
that.
weird, bro.
He said in the early stage. In the early stage, if you have been referred, obviously,
Hughes,
then you
how
can
could
just
you,
tell us
man?
straight away. This
How
is what
could
he
you?
said. I may have proof. This is fake news Nationwide.
surely
Me
is.
want to not tag Nationwide for me. I want to not tag IC. Me I go tag them too.
Mr. Cliff
No,
Hughes.
me want the IC if you come out and show them up. Nationwide don't have to stop it. Stop misleading the Jamaican people. My wisdom warriors, hear this. The Integrity Commission Director of Investigation. This is according to
I'ma find
Nationwide
that
News.
article too.
Kevin Stevenson says a declarant will not be informed at the outset as to whether he or she is being probed for illicit enrichment. He did not say that, my wisdom warriors. He said in the early stage. Why
Sure
you never
did.
put in the early stage? Him say if the case just referred, they have to do some investigation. Yeah? And then after, them are gonna let them know. So what are you talking about Nationwide? This is propaganda. This
Yep.
is fake news. Enough
Sure
stop
is.
it now, man. This is going too far now.
Sure
this
is.
is going too far. No, me know so I hate Jamaican people. Cliff Hughes, me I call you out, brother. Fix this because this is fake news. This is
They
a
need
lie.
to apologize,
This
man.
is a lie. My wisdom warriors. In answering questions during Tuesday meet.
And I'm going to go, Pat W, how you doing? I'm going to go to the article because this is ridiculous. Let me take him off the screen. Man, Cliff Hughes, boy, you really messed up, boy. That is, Lord have mercy. Let's go to the article, guys, so you guys can see for yourself. There it is. Director says declarants are initially informed of illicit enrichment probe, October 16, which is today. And that's the brother right there. Let's hear the audio.
It is the practice, as I recall it, of the Director of Information and Complaints that he advises the declarant that the matter is being referred. My recollection, and you may correct me if I'm wrong, the letter does not say that you are being investigated for illicit enrichment. And he says that I am correct.
So, Nationwide, in my opinion, let me go to the next audio.
Now, when the matter comes to the Director of Investigation, that matter has to be assessed. There has to be investigation into the matter before the declarant can be advised that they are being investigated for illicit enrichment. Because the Director of Information and Complaints doesn't necessarily go in depth with the matter. For me to, at the start, indicate to the person that you are being investigated for illicit enrichment might be a little bit premature because of what the legislation requires.
No, I mean, Nationwide, The last audio that you put out lets me know that you know exactly what you're doing. You are putting out clickbait, misleading titles. And you know a lot of Jamaican people don't like to read. So I guess Nationwide is they're into the as a big media house, they're into the controversy side of things. Why would they put this out? I don't understand. It's very, very weird. It's very, very weird. Very, very weird. But you guys can go and look at the article yourself. I'm not even going to read it. Let's go back to Hot Off the Press and what she's saying, because this is ridiculous.
Of the Integrity Commission Oversight Committee, Mr. Stevenson says this information is not included in the initial letter sent to the subject of such a probe. You hear what this is a lie, you know? This is a lie. My wisdom warriors, hear this. I want to listen good, you know. I did play it yesterday, but I want to listen good. Keep focused, my wisdom warriors.
Listen to this.
Remember when Nationwide just put out, Nationwide say, IC director says declarants aren't initially informed of illicit enrichment.
That's a lie.
People them over there say Mark Golding a tell lie.
That's
so this
lie.
have to fix. Integrity Commission have to come out and show Nationwide, because Nationwide is doing fake news and it needs to stop. It needs to stop. This is ridiculous. I saw no love one man, brother. Me blows that this man is a criminal. This man, Andrew Owens, thief charity money. I don't know out here defend Andrew.
Allegedly.
Really? So I want to put Andrew over Jamaican people out here spreading propaganda, spreading lies.
Allegedly.
My wisdom warriors, no one. I want to listen good what Kevin Stevenson said.
Yes, let's
listen really well.
Yes.
Thank you.
Let's listen.
Thank you very much, Chairman.
Oh, she's hot.
On the first point, the first question, whether a person who is being investigated for illicit enrichment is notified by the Commission, and you want to know the exact text of the notification. Yes. Now, when a matter is referred on to the Director of Investigation for investigation, for example, illicit enrichment, it is the practice, as I recall it, of the Director of Information and Complaints that he advises the declarant that the matter is being referred. My recollection, and you may correct me if I'm wrong, the letter does not say that you are being investigated for illicit enrichment. And he says that I'm correct. Now, when the matter comes to the Director of Investigation, that matter has to be assessed. There has to be investigation into the matter before the declarant can be advised that they are being investigated for illicit enrichment.
My wisdom warriors, on hear when just say,
Exactly.
keep focused.
Keep
On hear when
focused.
just
Listen.
All right.
Because the Director of Information and Complaints doesn't necessarily go in depth with the matter.
Right.
For me to, at the start, indicate to the person that you are being investigated for illicit enrichment might be a little bit premature, because
On hear when say, at the start, so basically if somebody referred for illicit enrichment, what must say? In can make them know basically, my wisdom warriors, so them under investigation. He must investigate in the earlier stage.
Exactly.
Then after, he must go send them a notice. Just listen good.
what the legislation requires, Section 14.5 of the Corruption Prevention Act. So there is preliminary investigation or in-depth investigation. Now, I would also send a letter to the person once I receive the matter to say that this matter has been referred to me. I will not necessarily say that you are being investigated for illicit enrichment for the same reason I mentioned earlier, at that early stage. Now, once there is sufficient evidence that this person owns assets disproportionate to their lawful earnings, so there is some evidence of it, some indication, a notice is sent to the person.
A what?
At the head of the notice, I don't have it in front of me now, there it states what section of what legislation the notice is being sent under, and then it would be Section 48 and Section 14.5, and the words illicit enrichment are also in the header of the notice. Now, if
So Nationwide, why not lie upon the people them? The explanation is very clear.
if I may read for you, maybe 2 paragraphs from the notice itself. It says, take notice that the Integrity Commission is investigating the statutory declaration submitted by you for the year so-and-so to determine, among other things, whether there are reasonable grounds to suspect that you have contravened Section 14.5, which is the section that deals with illicit enrichment, of the Corruption Prevention Act And if there are any other legislation that we're looking at the person under, then we'll also state that in this case, there was Section 43(2) of the Integrity Commission Act or any other enactment, and whether recommendations ought to be made herein after the investigation. The second paragraph is important. Take further notice that the Commission, from the proceeds of its investigations so far, has determined that you own assets disproportionate to your lawful earnings, insofar as have been declared by you. Consequent on the foregoing, you are invited to attend on the Commission, and we say what the address is, and the date and time, to be interviewed for the purpose of providing an explanation to the Director of Investigation.
So my wisdom warriors,
So nationwide, why wanna do it?
You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie.
Ain't nobody lying.
Stop it. Get some help.
Your title was very misleading. You cut up the audio with the man say a while ago and put one piece at the front and then put the last piece at the end. When the full audio explains clearly that in the initial stages, the person does not get, they don't get a notification that they're being investigated for illicit enrichment. That would be jumping the gun. Because remember, people refer things to the commission. They tell them they look into this. Then they find out if it's something that is even legitimate enough to look into, if they should even take the case, right? Then they go ahead, probe, and let the person know that there's going to be some type of probe going on. So they're not alarmed, because they would need their cooperation in the probe. You understand? Present this, present that, right? So I mean, I don't understand. And then after that, he clearly says that if that person is deemed to have assets that is non-proportionate to his earnings, then he would get a notification, and the top of it in the notification says illicit enrichment. So how then, nationwide, do you have a title on your page saying this? How in the world do you have a title saying the IC director says declarants aren't initially informed of illicit enrichment probe? That's not what the man said, brother. You guys are playing semantics. You know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing. And you think that you're witty. But what you're doing is you're exposing yourself to the viewing public. You understand what I say? You're exposing yourself to the viewing public. And I'm going to show you what the Integrity Commission statement said about what they put out. The Integrity Commission is alarmed. Hold on. No. This is not it. That will be something else. Let's go back to Atta for the press, because she did show something. Right here, so I want to see this. Look past some of these reactions to the video.
5 them under ongoing investigation for illicit enrichment. So when Nationwide put out is a lie. It's a lie, Nationwide. I only need to remove that and apologize to the IC. Only to wicked and bad man. For one man? For Andrew? No, sir. What Andrew give on us, sir? I would like to know.
Like and share the video, guys.
What is this?
Share the video.
No, my wisdom warriors. You see, this is why Jamaican people have to stand up. Come, I see the people them over there.
Wow.
I see the people them over there. All right, let me show you some of the comment them.
Yeah,
to show you. Let me show you some of the comment them.
So
my wisdom warriors, someone said, NN, please to behave better. You know what you are doing. Please provide full statement. Every day you lose credibility as a media host. The next person say, very misleading headline. And you wonder why people say you are JLP station. The DI said the people.
Hold on, you say, got cover over the IC. Instead of harassing the commission, what they should be doing is declaring their assets and correcting what was overdone. That means if you overstep, you give away a portion. I strongly agree with you. Let's continue.
PM would have been clearly notified within the correspondence. So the sister Nationwide is out here telling lies. They're out here telling lies. And Andrew Holness and Dana stand up and tell them, say, no fake news. But yet, my wisdom warriors, Nationwide is misleading the Jamaican people.
Sad. Sad.
Lord Jesus, nationwide, uno have to go down. Uno have to go down.
You know, look good, brother.
Another person said, I listened to the interview actively. He mentioned they are informed as soon as it reaches the illicit enrichment stage. Nationwide, stop handpick parts of what the man truly state. See why your news not credible? Another person said, please to give the full statement of what the man said. So my wisdom warriors, wanna hear and see what I go on. I wanna see exactly what Nationwide is doing. Wanna tag them for me there. Wanna tag them for me.
Yeah, so to me, it is quite clear, you know, what Nationwide is doing. They're playing semantics, and they're using it to their advantage. That title right there is clickbait, because the ignorant person is not going to read the full thing. They're just gonna run with the title that says, "Oh, you know, that means say Andrew never know say him did I get investigated for illicit enrichment." They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, but for the well-thinking Jamaicans, they know what they're doing as well. So pretty much, you know, you're just shooting yourselves in the foot, Nationwide.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
I know that's right. Tell me what you think in the comment section.